Well, oh gosh, it's such a special story to me for many reasons. I first met Damien Jones, the producer, almost 6 years ago when he first mentioned the idea of this story. It's inspired by a real painting of Dido, Elizabeth Belle, and her sister, well, her cousin, but we play them almost like sisters, Elizabeth Murray, who's played by Sarah Gadon. And I saw the painting, a little postcard of the painting, which I've been carrying around with me and had in my room for all this time. And I was just so intrigued by the fact that it was a real girl. She really lived in the 1780s, seemingly not depicted as a slave or in a subservient role, but dressed in sumptuous silks and as a relative equal. So I was just really intrigued to explore this story, and obviously work with Damien Jones, who had produced The Iron Lady and this wonderful cast. So yeah, it feels like a really special story for British cultural heritage.
And, what were some of the challenges of playing this role, whether it's just sort of getting in the corset and the garb of the 18th century? What were some of the challenges you faced?
I mean, definitely on a day-to-day level, the corsets were a challenge. I'd never really worn any before. I had worn some a bit at drama school, but they were slightly different types. And yeah, the long hours in the corsets was full on. Me and Sarah definitely bonded over that. We'd take little corset breaks at lunchtime, and yeah. But I have to say, wearing the corset really gives you so much of the energy of the period and what it really might have felt like to be a woman in that time, because there's so much you can't do. You can barely do up your own shoelaces. You can't really walk up a hill or up a stairs without getting breathless. So it definitely lends to that sort of very delicate lady quality. So yeah, I mean, as much as it was a pain sometimes, I think it was worth it because the costumes look amazing.
And, this is essentially a love story, but there's so much more. There's so many deeper issues that, are touched upon in this story. What do you hope audiences will take away after seeing the film?
I really feel like, as you said, it's a love story at heart, but alongside it there is definitely this undercurrent, very strong undercurrent, which grounds it, of the political, social context of the time, and the nuances of racism. I think, that Dido, as a mixed race woman, her place is very ambiguous, and I think that what Amma did so beautifully with the script is really bring out those subtleties in that high society, which I think sometimes are explored in a more heavy-handed way in film. So it was really a delight to kind of take out the subtleties of that. And I really hope that people bring or take from it the idea that, be who you are. I think, so many times people are trying to be something that they're not, and don't let society dictate who you should be, and know your own self.
All wonderful messages. And then lastly, how does it feel, going into the screening and knowing that you're going to be watching it with a full audience?
So exciting. My mum and dad are here, and they haven't seen it yet. I have seen it already, but I'm really excited to share it with everyone. And I've never been to Toronto before, and this is my first film festival, so it's a very exciting day.